Well, hello traders and welcome to Gold Rush Daily. Today, just looking at the gold analysis, and this is some of the sentiments that we were looking at yesterday. So yesterday we were looking at the gold coming to this particular point. Then we look for some buying opportunities, but we can see it really persisted with the bearishness. It just gave about 88 pips, right? About 88 pips. And then now we saw the price retrace all the way to the downside, breaking this level. And now we are looking at this setup that we have at this particular point, okay? So with that, I remember also mentioning, because for me, I don't really swing trade gold. What I do is my setups are basically 100 pips. And with the 100 pips, what I do is that when the market gives me half of my target, I take partials and put stop loss at break even. And then now I'm able to let the trade go maybe to the 100 pips mark. So I don't need the entire of this move, but I usually mark these just to guide us in terms of the trading range that we are looking at. Okay. So this is what transpired. So we saw gold come all the way to this 4 hour level. I think from the 1 hour level, it's quite clear. So price yesterday pushed up to this particular point, and then now we saw the sell-off, price dropping all the way to down to breaking this particular level that we were looking here for buy, this level. And then we saw that level being broken. All right. So now we are looking at prices being more prices are being more bearish. But far to that, I think yesterday we were able to witness some progress in terms of the US-Japan deal, and also we are looking at the US and EU, which are close to reaching an agreement in terms of decreasing the tariffs, which now, in case they reach that agreement, all these will be effective on August 1st. But assets like gold really react to such kind of news even before the implementation. And we saw now gold commodities and I mean, safe havens like gold push on the downside starting yesterday when those news were announced. So what we are looking at today is a bearish sentiment. And remember, we are looking at the price coming all the way to this particular point here. Okay, so maybe you can remove these just to make charts a little bit easier to understand. Uh, right, like that. So you can see what price has formed here is a double bottom, right? You can see the M pattern here, the double bottom. And so that means that we might be able to see the price come all the way to about 33.28. Okay. So now that it has also broken this particular level, remember this is that is the order block in 1 hour time frame, all right? So, and we usually say that when a bullish order block is broken, it turns out to be a breaker block. So, the reason why now I have this, I'll have my stop loss there, and then I have my entry at that particular point. So, in case you're going to see the price retrace to these particular levels, then it will give us some cues in terms of prices, or in terms of looking for bearish prices. Okay. So this is the level that we'll be monitoring to see what the price will do from this particular point. And this is the level actually to look at some bearish sentiments, all right? To look at some bearish sentiments. In case the price is going to break above this level, then what we might witness in case we have the price maybe doesn't respect that level. Then therefore we can position ourselves in terms of looking at buys, all right? And for these buys, I'll be targeting the price to come to around this particular zone because this is where we have another high probability OB, okay? So I'll be looking at price coming to that particular point in case the price breaks above this level and continues to show some bullishness, okay? So on the downside, in case we continue selling, of course, we are looking at these levels here in terms of securing some partials, right? These levels here. And the moment we break that level, then we'll be able to see the price push all the way down to this particular point. So on the 15 minutes time frame, how to highball the entries here? You can use the 15 minutes time frame, so we can push all the way to this particular zone. Remember this, I'm looking at this being the OB, right? Because we have a structure here, we have a break of structure, so the price can dig deeper into this level here. So we can refine our entry maybe to that particular point, and then now we can push on the downside. And yeah, for the buys as well, in case the market breaks above that point, so we can eyeball ourselves in terms of sales and targeting these particular levels. Of course, when I'm taking profit, I usually take profit using the high time frame levels, but for entries, I take my entries using the lower time frame. The reason why I'm not adjusting anything here, because it will be a take profit level. But now for entries, you can see I've adjusted that basically to minimize the risk so that you can have a risk-free trade. And like I said, we'll be looking at the price pushing all the way down to these particular points, all right, this particular level here. And the moment we have a break below, then we'll be able to see the price come to this particular point. This 1 hour OB in terms of now taking profits. But at this particular level also, it can provide a very nice selling opportunities. And when you go to the 5 minutes time frame, this is the 5 minutes time frame chart. This is where our OB begins from, so we can just mark that. I don't want to delete this because it will be used for taking profits for the sales. Then in case we want to look for some buys, we wait for the price to dig deeper all the way to these 5 minutes OB, so that now we can be able to look all eyeball for the buys. All right, so that's what we'll be looking at for gold today. In terms of high impact news, what we have is the unemployment claims at 3:30 p.m. and also the flash manufacturing PMIs at 4:45 p.m., which are also likely to impact the prices of gold. All right. So with that, guys, I think we that's it. We will do another analysis tomorrow, basically to get to see where the prices of what the price will have done today. So just keep abreast. So make sure you subscribe, you like, you share with someone who maybe probably it might be benefit someone else. All right. So with that, make sure to stay focused, stay disciplined, and trade with purpose.